So you want to learn how to downpick. Let me give you some pointers on what has helped me and my downpicking. Downpicking is definitely one of those styles that you have to continually practice every single day to get better or to maintain it. It's, I would say, one of the most difficult techniques. Tremolo picking and gallops, I find them very easy. Downpicking, if I get lazy, I will struggle at it. But first thing we want to talk about is the pick you're going to use. Now I find the thicker the pick, the better. I find a pick with a pointy tip on it is going to work the best, and I like to use a 1.5 mil. Some people use different picks, but this is all my preferences. Now, with how to do something on the guitar, I also want to cover this. There are so many different ideas on how to achieve these goals. Now, if we take Sir James of the Bay Area as a great example of an awesome down picker. Now, he holds the pick with 2 fingers and his thumb. Now, that is something that I would never do. And this whole what is correct, what is the best way, definitely with guitar, there's experimentation and what works best for each player. One thing I think that's universal is how deep are you going into the strings. You don't want to go too deep into it because you'll get hooked up. You also want to have correct posture when you're playing. You want to, how your arm is angled. You know, you don't want it like back here like this, over exaggerating that, but a comfortable resting. You also have to be conscious of your breathing when you're playing. Now, with all that being said, how would you then go about practicing? Now, you will need practice routines. Now, the old school way of practicing would be to just play along with the song. And a classic example of that would definitely be Master of Puppets. You know, the classic riff, even after the very first opening riff, would be you know, absolute classic. Now, to try and play that song all the way through will take a lot of dedication, a lot of work, and that is just an absolutely great song to get your down picking up to strength. So another way you can practice your down picking is with a program like Guitar Pro 8. You can use 7, even the earlier versions will work. And what you're going to do is program something that's in 8th beats, and that's just going to be, but at a higher tempo. And then what you would do is then throw in maybe just like an accent chord like on the first fret, and it'd be like, and then what you're going to do is play along with the Guitar Pro 8 track and use that as your metronome, because using a metronome, a drum track, or playing along with a song is very, very important when you're getting your down picking down. So another cool riff you could use when you're working on your down picking is to get the first finger on the first fret, 6th string, and then we're just going to use frets 2, 3, and frets 4 and 3, and just alternate between those two things. It'll sound like this. Speed it up a bit more. Then speed it up again. other thing I'm going to leave you with is your mindset. The passion, the dedication that it's going to require, and that's all it's going to take. You want to do this because you love it. This sound that you heard, it just fires you up. It just wants to make you play. If you just have that burning desire, that passion, that mindset, then you're definitely going to do it. You can imagine just like Sir James of the Bay Area back in the day, you can hear it in his style. He is just fired up to play and just like... You know what I mean? You just that, hell yeah, like it's just feeling that passion, feeling that fire. If you've got that mindset and you're just hungry and you're like, I'm going to master this, I'm going to fire up, I'm going to play this, you will achieve it. And this is what it really comes down to at the end of the day. Your passion, your desire, and your commitment. So if you'd like to get better at your down picking, I have created a looping pattern of the Puppets riff. I've also created another down picking riff with Guitar Pro 8 that gives you the ability to slow it down, speed it up. All you have to do is go to my home page, follow the link to my Patreon. There you will find those lessons plus many more, all for 50 cents a week, which to me, that's an absolute bargain. And I don't know anyone out there doing it that cheap. So with all that being said, until next time, take care of yourself, look after each other, love yous all, and fire up and keep playing. See yous next time.